Hello and a great day to all. If you're new here, welcome to TNT Gaming Entertainment, guys. We are glad to have you. Please consider subscribing and smashing that like button for us, guys.
So I throw ball.
We'll get into the rest of that later. On into the gameplay. Here it is, the last ranked tip video for the season. This will help you start season 17 off on the right track, you guys. This is going to focus on legend roles, when to use your alt, certain key positioning things, and how and when to focus certain fights.
I have one syringe
You
left.
pay attention to this. This will help you climb with my other prior videos. Next season, we are going to do this a little different. We will be going live for the ranked. Now, sadly, this split, I have not played ranked at all yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I may start off lower tier to help other struggling players climb more in a sense, or climb better, since we're going to be live doing it. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think.
Someone's coming back.
Alright, now you notice in the beginning of the video, I dropped ball down. I told them that'll be a quick rotate out of there since we had a team above us. We found that team pushing in on us. Or once we caught up to them, I should say. Biggest thing here, guys, is quickness.
I can't even get an assist.
Handling fights very quickly. You don't want to drag them out. You drag them out, and what happens is other people start hearing the gunshots, and then they'll start listening. Okay, then they'll watch the kill feed and realize that okay, people are getting knocked over there. Right here, I'm telling teammates where everybody is, so we have all the vital information we need. We get over to our next rotation. Loba immediately sets down alt. The one thing she could have done differently here, though, is put it in front of that front door. But I digress. She's not a bad Loba in any means.
There's heat shields in there if somebody
So
needs.
we loot up here real quick if there's anything we need. I try dropping shields out, but realized that mine wasn't damaged, so we couldn't pull the shields out of it all. But take that, guys, and use that as a big tip. If you got a Loba and you got a little bit of damage on your shield, pull another fresh shield out so you have a good shield swap. Now remember that solo that got away? Loba said it's time to go look for her.
You smelling a
She
rat,
spots
Loba?
her. Now I stay on high ground while she drops. Sadly, Loba got knocked. Oh, and I missed one of the master shots, but you ain't going nowhere, Wraith. Sorry. Sit down. Okay, after we got the res off, we came back up the building quickly.
You want to smash him?
I tell Crimson that there's a solo standing on the roof up there
you know what I mean? Like,
for advantage for the sniper shots.
I'll clarify better next time.
All the information you guys can give to your teammates is
here,
crucial, guys. I can't stress that enough. They need a better ping system.
Okay, what's this team doing?
I think that would help out a lot.
Talking about right here.
Okay, now knowing your legend, guys, is key.
Melting.
And what I mean by knowing your legend is like that right there. Now I know someone's hiding down there. I'm trying to get as much damage as I can. If I get a knock, hey, we might be able to push that. Knowing what each legend is capable of. Also knowing what legend you're up against and what they're capable of. A lot of times you're not going to be up against the same legend as you. What I mean by that, guys,
I got rid of
is
her gen inside the wall.
if you have a seer,
I'm down here.
you know you're fighting a seer, just know that he knows your location. Well, at least a good seer will. So you have to be very tricky on how you push him. If you're up against a Watson, how to push a Watson. Who you are pushing Watson. Are you a Maggie? Are you a Fragger?
Alright, we got the team right
Now,
here. I'm looking
as far as roles go on your team, it depends if you're playing as a team, guys, or if you're playing with randoms. It's hard to either IGL in-game lead or pull off certain roles if nobody's communicating. Now right here, while I'm explaining all this, everybody's just holding their ground. We're just doing poke damage, see if we can get a knock somewhere so we can push a fight. Speaking of a seer, there's one right there. So he knows where I'm at, but I also know he's standing right there. Now he's too flustered and too weak to push me, and he thinks I'm going to stay up there and not drop. As soon as he heard me drop, he was taking off. Now, I won't go in and thirst that immediately until I see where his teammates are. Or
Did I
my
get a hand
teammates
over
for that
there?
matter. Then I call my teammates over, say, hey, I need some help over here. I got a knock. Let's not let them get the res.
Thank you. So there's a duo. And
Some of these tips won't apply
trio
to
over
some
here,
of you.
yeah.
Some of you are way beyond these
They're
tips. Some
dropping
of
right now.
you
They're right
really
here in
need
the
to
corner.
hear the beginning ranked videos I put out. But really knowing what you're up against and how to handle who you're up against is a big part of climbing, guys. Now my teammates were worried that I pulled them off a high ground.
Okay.
I really wasn't worried about it right here. I had a good plan in mind. You'll see it does backfire on us a little bit, but yeah, having issues with climbing though. Still, yes. It'll always be an issue, I think. Now I'm telling my teammate that I'm just doing damage over here.
Knocked another one over here.
I knocked one. I told him I'm pushing in.
Oh.
I wanted to do enough damage there to them. I didn't think my team was going to push in here. They could have just stayed on the other side of the wall. They would have died back there. It was a bold move. It backfired a little bit,
They're
but
dead now. Okay.
it could still be a lot worse. Now, like I was saying, guys, knowing who you're up against and knowing who you're playing with, even if you're, say you're picking third, see who your other two legends are that are being picked. Maybe you could pair somebody that would work well as far as team comps.
Nice place.
You know, that has a lot to do with it when you get up there in ranked, guys.
Good job,
If you really want to climb, there's ways you have to do it. You can't just run into fights willy-nilly. Knowing when to team fire and when not to. When you're shooting at somebody, your teammates should be looking around at whoever else is there as well, not all three of you focusing one person. Now, if you're bum rushing a fight, yes, team focus everything, and as long as you're moving as a unit, though.
I don't know anything. I just heard.
Okay, keep that in mind. You got to move as one in the building. You can't just go one in the door and then the next one, then the next one. You got to push a fight all as one. All right, guys, into game 2 here. I'm playing Catalyst. This is like the 3rd game I've ever played with her. So let's see how this turns out. Oh, Revenant, you're no match for the Rampage. All spooled up, buddy. Sorry. So anyways, guys, yeah, stick around, watch this. This will help you. You can also just watch the gameplay, see what we do and how we do it. Teammate told me that was a decoy. But yes,
They're going for banner, probably.
remember, knowing what you're up against and who you're up
here.
against and team comps, big thing. Next I want to talk about, guys, is legend roles. Knowing your role as a legend. If you're a healer or a support character, you need to be able to back your team up. Be third in a fight, okay? But be there quick enough to be able to res somebody or put down shields, whatever it may be. Now, if you're a fragger, my basic role, I'm the first one in the door doing the most damage. Hopefully I take 1 or 2 with me, and then whatever's left, my team should be able to clean up. So having a legend that can play different roles is very versatile in this game. Catalyst in open spaces with her wall for rotations, like I mostly played her on Stormpoint. Certain legends are good on certain maps. We'll really dive into this next season when we go live, so I can explain it as we're doing it. But guys, thank you all for being here watching these videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Now back into it. Now, where is your third?
Right here.
I know they're gonna wait for banner. Thank you for the heat shield. Perfect Bangalore right there with the smoke while we're healing.
I got extras.
The thing with Bangalore, guys, you don't want to use her smoke to blind you sometimes. You want to blind the enemies in certain situations. So keep that in mind. It goes both ways. Oh, which one are you? I found you. Oh, squad wipe right away in the beginning of a rank game? I will definitely take that. It has been a pesky little minute.
Maybe got another heat shield.
So I don't really have too many tips as far as catalyst in mind, guys.
Oh, God,
but
thank you.
you'll see my tips aren't really meant legend specific yet. If you guys want to see a legend specific one, I can do a few. I just don't play a lot of legends, but know how to play them. For instance, me being a
I'm getting fucked on
defensive
over here.
legend or controller legend, if you want to call it,
Downstairs.
securing the doors or securing a situation right when you get there.
Watch out. Ramparts
Securing
over
the
here. Watch
POI,
out
for instance,
that way.
is
I'll show you.
key, guys. Again, know your role.
Let's just go. You guys ready?
Have a plan, or at least make a plan, like we are doing right here. Because if you're sick of losing RP, guys, every game or every other game, don't always blame it on the randoms, okay? You can play 30 games or play 5 games and get the same amount of RP. Just keep that in mind. If you watch these videos, you will learn something. Guys, don't forget to check out Linktree,
They're up
please.
here.
It's got all of our affiliate sponsors, Glitch Energy, Hemp Z Store, and Esports Furniture. Use our codes for savings and to help support the channel. Now, I had mentioned this in a prior video as well, but my dog
Yeah, I'm
Thumper,
gonna make it. I'm
the
trapped.
aka Channel Boss, needs to have surgery done. And I started a GoFundMe because sadly after her first surgery, that was just over $3 grand, money's tight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just looking for any help, even if it's just you guys sharing the link with somebody. It would mean the most, and any money that is left over will go to my local shelter or local vet that I go to, depending on what's left, I guess. Thank you, guys. God bless those who can, or even keep my dog in their prayers. Now, right here, one of my teammates was panicking a little bit, worried about how we're going to get out of here. I was not worried at all. We had excellent ground. Even though they were directly above us, I had a golden
when you
plan
smoke,
here.
Smoke this
And it
way,
all comes
like we're
down
gonna go
to
that way,
when to
but we're
use
gonna
your
go this
ult.
way.
Like Caustic, Gibby, you want to use at the end, guys. Save that stuff. Like right now, you don't want to use that, like if there was a Caustic on our team, to use that to rotate.
Oh.
It's a waste. When you can be in final zone
Queue 'em.
with
Queue 'em
3
with your
squads left
zero,
in a
with your
small
zero thing.
circle,
Queue up,
that's
yeah.
when you're really going to need your ult. Or carry ultimate accelerants. Usually we carry one at least. Now, I had Bangalore smoke the opposite direction, and Seer uses Q, so it threw off that enemy team, thinking we were rotating that way. And then we come in for the dupe and go on the other side, threw down a perfect catalyst wall to stop the enemy team from rotating in. And then the other team, that gave us time to get positioned in a sense, so that the other team wasn't pushing us. Now they're stuck behind my wall in zone, and they're easy targets. Well, kind of easy targets. Sadly, I stayed in zone just a tick too long. I wasn't paying attention and frickin' threw it. Well, I digress, guys. You can't win them all, but we did damn good here. Thank you all for being here. You guys have a blessed rest of your day, and thank you each and every one of you for helping support this channel with likes, comments, subscribing, hitting that link tree. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in 17 ranked. Take care, guys.